Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is now an XXL freshman class channel where I just talk about freshman classes. At least for now, until another TV show pops up, which it should soon. But for now, we're talking about my thoughts on XXL's freshman class of 2011. 2010 was dope. For some reason, I didn't like it back when it originally came out. Very solid classes so far. The worst probably being 2007 so far, the inaugural class, which is how it should be. 2011, we got the cover here. Some nice talent. XXL's freshman class of 2011. The recession is over. It felt like that with the amount of talent we got that year, is what I said. Yep, I see some familiar names here. Let's see if I like any of the unknowns on here. This was the year that introduced ciphers, which have become one of the trademarks, something that keep us people coming back for more. The freestyles this time around are more in your face with special effects, as opposed to the last 2 years, which were more secretive. They were stylistic. They were stylish. I blended stylish and stylistic. They were those things, very much so. But this one's like, I don't remember how it goes. I'm not even gonna pretend. Meek Mill, Mr. L Taker, so I hear, rap battling in 2003 as Meek Mills with a Z. He would then go on to form the rap group The Bloodhounds, also with a Z. Releasing mixtapes both with his group and without, Meek would eventually find himself here, inducted in the class of 2011. He's still making music too, by the way. I'm still on this relevancy bullshit. Like, when did this stop? I thought this stopped like after the first two. What the fuck is going on here? By the way, his first single, Tupac Back, featuring Rick Ross, sounds like a blatant slap in the face to the late legend, but it's more of a lazily titled tribute. It's like, I think that's the one that's like Tupac Back. Yeah, Tupac Back. I don't know. Meek can actually go not only with that single, but also with his fresh ass freestyle. And in part 3 of the cipher, he was second best in his group, which also included Big Crit and Fred the Godson. Yeah, I forgot that. I can't believe I forgot already. It feels like it's been forever. It's been a year since I've looked at XXL. I haven't looked at 2023's yet. That's the year we're in currently. I haven't looked at it yet. I completely forgot that I ranked the ciphers too. Meek Mill's the best. It really doesn't impact it too much, I guess. Like, somebody could be amazing in their cipher and still be low on my list because I just didn't like them. I just thought they were better than the other ones. Big Crit, K-R-I-T with low dots. And starting his career in 2005 under the name Critical with K-R-I-T-I, K-A-L, and then Crit. He'd really start getting fans in 2010 with his mixtape, Crit. Crit was here. Crit was here. W-U-Z. His first single, No Weedies, featuring Currency and Smoke DZA. Is it Smoke Dizza or is it Smoke D? I don't know. It was a really nice track. Parting ways with Def Jam almost a year ago. I think there's plenty more left to come. His freestyle is badass, and he's the best in his part of the cipher. Cool. I don't remember Big Crit at all, and I don't think he's active. I'm not gonna say relevant. I think relevancy. I was gonna say relevancy is objective, but it's a really objective subject. I don't know. One of those. It's not really though. I haven't heard. He's not relevant to me. I don't hear him. Sci-Hi the Prince. Am I saying that right? C-Y capital H-I. The Prince with a Y instead of an I. Signed in 2009, he'd gain mass exposure by signing with Kanye West in 2010. He'd get his first single 5 years later. The single, Like It or Not, is awesome. I love this guy's sound. Released from his Def Jam contract in 2015, in parentheses, Like It or Not, He still plans on releasing another album with his current label. His freestyle was pretty nice. Jesus, that cipher though. In part two, Sci-Hi was probably third best in his group, which also included Yellow Wolf, Kendrick Lamar, and Lil B. But that's not negating his talent. They all go in. Um, Lil Twist. Recording since the age of 10, Twist caught the attention of Lil Wayne and got recruited quick. His first hit single, The Leak, featuring Lil Wayne, is your average Wheezy track, which Twist fails to stand out in. This dude is like Lil Wayne light, like Disney Channel's Lil Wayne. He's yet to release his debut album, but he's still with Young Money. His freestyle had a really shitty start, but he picked up about halfway through. Ended strong. Ended strong. In part one of the cipher, which also included YG, Mac Miller, and Diggy Simmons, Twist ended it and not in a good way. He wasn't the worst ever, he just didn't stand out. Twist ended it not in a good way. Why didn't I rank him? He was the worst out of his four, it seemed like. Yellow Wolf. Appearing on the reality show The Road to Stardom with Missy Elliott that gained him mass exposure, he would release his debut album shortly after being eliminated. His first hit single, Pop the Trunk, used to annoy the fuck out of me because my brother would play it nonstop and I just didn't like Yellow's style. But it's not too bad. He released his last EP late last year, but after freaking out on stage, who even knows where his future lies? His freestyle wasn't bad. I'd say he was fourth best in his group, but he did fantastic in it. I just like the others better. Let's see, he was fourth best in his group. So behind Sahai the Prince. I hope I'm saying that name right. I really do. Fred the Godson. Rapping since he was 8, Fred has remained underground his whole career, even now, still releasing music independently. Because of this, I had to look at his first track of his first mixtape, City of God, which shares the same name, featuring Raekwon. It's a great track. His freestyle has got some nice wordplay. In his group, he was third. He just didn't do as good as the others, in my opinion. And that was against Big Crit and Meek Mill. So Big Crit was the best. Okay, I already said that. Mac Miller. Starting rap at the age of 14, he really got serious a year later when he would release his first mixtape under the name Easy Mac. This guy's my fucking age, and I've liked him since my brother showed him to me. His first single, Knock Knock, used to be my shit. It's different, but he's gotten a lot better since, still releasing music. His freestyle is alright, but he's definitely the best in his group cipher. Now you can see, my opinion did not change because he died. This is before he died, obviously. This is 2017. I thought he died sooner. Why did I think that? Was it 2018? 2018. Wow. So a year after I posted this shit. That shit really hurt. It hurt really bad because it's scary being like the same age as somebody. And just like, oh, they're not living anymore. They're dead now. We're all, none of us are immortal. So it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. I don't know. I'm just kind of depressed right now thinking of Mac Miller. Really cool dude, it seemed like. Doesn't impact my list overall. I don't remember if he's number one or what. We'll see what happens. YG, starting his career in 2009, it seemed like he just kept blowing up. His first single, Tooted and Booted, featuring Ty Dolla $ign, is fucking terrible. His freestyle was even worse, so it amazes me that he was second best in his group. Lil B, bass god, beginning his career at the age of 16 as a member of rap group The Pack back in 2004, Lil B would eventually break out on his own in 2009. His first single was the remix to his song Meet Young Bitch, with Soulja featured for the remix. Sadly, I only think the remix got charted because of Soulja, even though he's ass. Lil B is ass too, but there's something very enjoyable about him. Maybe because of his actual ability to rap, as evidenced by his freestyle, which is decent, and his group cipher, in which he's third best. Third best in the best group. Bass for life, he's still going and will never stop. He's immortal. After I just talked about immortal people. Lil B is another one. I think my brother, was it YG? Or it was 2 Chainz. It was one of those that my brother was like, look how shitty. And I think it was YG. I think. It might have been both. I think it was YG though, and he was like, "Look how shitty this sounds, bro. No, seriously, bro." And I was like, "Why would I want to listen to this shit if it's shitty? Don't put it in my ear. I don't want to hear it." Um, it might have been YG. I just want to say that because he's in the cipher. Didn't know much about Meek Mill. Didn't Lil Twist. The name sounds familiar. Like I'm trying to put my brain back then, like when this came out, and Lil Twist sounds familiar. Yellow Wolf, my brother was on that shit. Um, like I said, would play it nonstop. Mac Miller, he put me on that shit. Um, and Lil B, he was like, Lil B's so fucking funny, dude, and he would like show me all this shit. And Lil B, very charismatic, so fucking funny, a troll, just a living troll. Like I think before Tyler the Creator, right? Like I think Lil B showed up on the scene doing that shit. Yeah, when did he debut? 2007. Lil B debut. Real 2009. But Tyler didn't. When did Tyler get big though? When did Tyler the Creator get big? 2011. So yes, Lil B was doing like the troll shit before. Is what I'm going with. Lil B is fucking funny. Kendrick Lamar. Starting in 2004 at the age of 16, Kendrick released his first mixtape under the name K. Dot. It was in 2009 that Kendrick started using his real name, minus his last name, as Kendrick Duckworth just doesn't have the same appeal, and really started gathering a following. The first time I heard this dude was on Tech Nine's song I Love Music alongside Uber Geek, and it's probably the lamest song on that album, but I ended up really liking Kendrick's style. His first single, High Power, is such a great song. Everything about it works so well. He's still making music. Holy fucking shit, that freestyle was amazing. I've got goosebumps. Wow. And he was the best in his group for sure. Kendrick is up there with J. Cole as being like everyone talks about how like they're the best rappers of all time. They're amazing, you know. For my brother, yada yada yada, whoop whoop whoop, all that shit. Ooh wop, the doo wop. Kendrick Lamar, yeah. You already know. Diggy Simmons, being the son of Rev Run, put a lot of obstacles in this young up-and-comer's way when he started in 2009, but he made it. He garnered a lot of praise back then. Now, not so much, with people claiming the silver spoon his dad provided him is the only reason he's famous. His first single, Copy Paste, I actually like. It's an alright song. His freestyle is not bad either, and he was third best in his group cipher. Lots of talent this year. I was really satisfied. I was really satisfied with what I heard. Kendrick Lamar, Mac Miller, Lil B, Lil B, number 3. Like I know Lil B's funny. In this site, it shows that in this one, I really looked at his freestyle, and it's like he was so fucking serious in his freestyle and his cipher. There's no funny business. This dude was like, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like this dude can actually fucking rap. He was not playing around with being on the freshman list. He was like, I'm gonna showcase what I can really do, which is why he's so fucking high. I didn't remember him being that high though. Big Crit, Sci-Hi the Prince. Hope I'm saying that name right again. Fred the Godson, Yellow Wolf, Diggy Simmons, Lil Twist, YG. Fucking yikes. Honestly, I liked all of these rappers in at least one way, but will that be repeated with 2012's class? Class? No, all comments. No, go back. Marcos. My bad, Marcos. He said Lil B is gay, but very talented, very lovable list, no matter what you like. Obviously fucking around. The Lil B's whole thing was like I'm gay, like the whole I'm gay thing. That was the humor back then. Tyrell Barber said Meek, and Marco said they sleep. I said I like the little bit from Meek I heard. Meek is so far on my. No, he's not even that far down on my list. Did I not? Did I not chart him? I didn't chart him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11. Wow, I forgot to chart Meek. Goddamn. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna call an audible here because Meek Mill, he was the second best in his group, which included Big Crit and Fred the Godson. Big Crit was the best. So I feel comfortable. But Sci-Hi the Prince, though. I'm going to put him under Sci-Hi the Prince and above Fred the Godson. Let me edit the post. I'm doing this. Fuck it, we're doing it live. That's fucking wild. Wow. No wonder he was like, he said Meek? Yeah, what the fuck about Meek? What about him? You fucking idiot. There we go. Rectified. Kind of. Lil B is not ass. I most def will link this motherfucker up with dope songs, is what Marco said. I think somebody, Jacob Butler, really cool dude. I think because he got off of Facebook, all of this shit disappeared. Because I think he might have said, like, Lil B's ass. Though I could be wrong. It could be somebody else. My friend Ray, said, I think I'll let Stan Lee tell you who he likes. Stan Lee. Kendrick Lamar, enough said. Thank you, Stan. You heard it, folks. Enough said. I said, is that true? Because I'm fucking gullible. And then I said, R.I.P. Stan 2 years later because we lost Stan Lee. And my friend Nick said something, but she's always deleting her Facebook, so it's gone. But I said, me too. I can't pretend like I continue to follow him, but he seemed like a great dude, and he was my age when he died, way too fucking young. So we talked about Mac Miller. And then I said, Meek over Crit. What? Wait, January? What? 2023. January 15th, 2023. That was this year? Meek over Crit? Bruh. I already edited but didn't edit it? What the fuck is wrong with me? So he's actually number 4, guys. He's actually number 4. Kendrick, Mac Miller, Lil B. Meek above Crit? I guess I re-listened to him. Kendrick, Mac, Lil B, Meek Mill, Big Crit, Sci-Hi the Prince, Fred the Godson, Yellow Wolf, Diggy Simmons, Lil Twist, YG. Cool. Fucking, I'm moving on now. You guys have a good one. Take care. This has been a rambly mess. Bye.